I'm Josh, and today we're going to be showing you how to properly mix and apply a salon favourite, Wella Koleston Perfect. So let's get started. If you're a licensed stylist or an advanced student, chances are you've heard of Wella Koleston Perfect at some point in your hair colouring journey. It's Wella Professional's flagship permanent colour hairline. It's known for its precision shine and long-standing reputation in the market. Wella Koleston Perfect is built on a 130-year reputation, and it still stands today as one of the most popular choices on the market for hair colorists and home users alike. We'll break down what makes it unique, what's inside the formula, as well as how to use it efficiently whether you're in the salon or you're at home. So let's get started. Koleston Perfect is a permanent oxidative hair color system. It delivers rich tone-to-tone results and also has 100% grey coverage. What makes it a unique hair color system are the technologies that it implements in its formula, so let's run through those now. The first is its Pure Balance technology. This is designed to reduce free radicals and promote even color development. There is also Wella's own ME+ dye-molecule technology. This is a gentler alternative to traditional PPD or PTD formulas. This reduces the risk of forming new allergies to hair color systems. This is particularly important if you have a sensitive scalp or are allergic to these compounds. We would always recommend checking with a professional first before using any of these products to ensure that you're using them accurately and safely. By removing PPD and PTD from the formula, this makes Koleston Perfect ideal for clients and colorists who are looking for consistent high-performance results with a minimized risk of irritation or long-term sensitivity to hair color applications. The Wella Koleston Perfect range is dermatologically tested, as well as being fully intermixable, which gives you full control over the different color combinations that you can create for your hair. With over 100 colors available across natural, cool, warm, and fashion shades, there are endless opportunities to create your own color shades that suit your style and taste. We would always recommend doing a strand test first, just to ensure that you're going to get the results that you're looking for. Now let's move into some of the more practical benefits of using Wella Koleston Perfect. This hair color system offers pure, balanced color results. Its unique technology ensures that color molecules develop evenly from root to tip, giving you even saturation throughout your hair. This applies even on porous or more compromised hair types. This means fewer surprises and more consistent outcomes. Compared to other permanent hair color systems on the market, there is significantly less chance of damage over time using Koleston Perfect. And as we mentioned before, it actively neutralizes free radicals in your hair during the oxidative process. This means that the integrity of the hair fiber is still preserved. This results in smoother, glossier, and more healthier looking results for your hair over a long period of time, which makes it a good choice if you color your hair regularly. It's also known for its strong color longevity and fade resistance over time. This makes it a strong choice if you're looking for something that you can depend on over time. It's not going to fade out too easily, and that's going to give you the color that you want on a regular basis. Thanks to its molecular structure and oxidative balance, Koleston Perfect colors hold true for longer than most other permanent hair color systems, even under frequent washing and thermal styling, which, let's face it, we do every day in our lives. And Koleston Perfect is ideal for this purpose. So who is Koleston Perfect ideally for? Koleston Perfect is ideal for someone who wants maximum control, clarity, and versatility in their hair color system. It's especially suited for someone who's 50 to 100% grey, giving strong results for this client group. It's also ideal if you want multi-dimensional results without layering excessive tone. It's also ideal for sensitive clients who are concerned about traditional dye allergies such as PPD and PTD, as we mentioned before. Lastly, we would always recommend Koleston Perfect to professional colorists who prioritize color integrity and lasting shine for their clients. It's also a good choice for salons who already work within Wella's ecosystem, as it pairs seamlessly with other Wella products such as Blondor and Color Touch hair systems. Please visit us today at cosmeticworld.ca for the full range of Wella professional hair color systems. Now let's move on to the correct mixing ratios that you will need to follow in order to get the most out of your Wella Koleston Perfect system. Traditionally, Wella Koleston Perfect will mix at a 1:1 scale ratio, meaning that for every 1 of color, you will need 1 of developer. As Wella Koleston Perfect comes in 57 gram tubes or 2 ounces, you are also going to need 57 milliliters or 2 ounces of your developer. I'm currently holding the Welloxon Perfect Creme Developer, which is traditionally used with this product. It is also possible to use other developers, but you should always check with a professional first. For Wella Koleston's Special Blonde series, you will need to mix at a 1:2 ratio, so you will still have your 57 grams of hair colour, although it will be a special blonde, but then you're going to need 114 millilitres of developer, and that will allow you to have the 1:2 ratio that you're looking for when using special blondes. As we mentioned before, it is also possible to mix Wella Koleston Perfect colours together to create custom shades. When mixing two different colours from the Wella Koleston Perfect range together, you will also want to mix at a 1:1 scale ratio with 30 grams of a vibrant red shade. You would therefore need 60 millilitres of developer, still maintaining this 1:1 ratio. It's only the special blondes that require the 1:2 scale ratio, as we mentioned. There are 5 different strengths of developer that are traditionally used with Wella Koleston Perfect. These are 1.9% or 6 volume, which is used for gentle toning and soft depositing of hair colour. There is a 3% or 10 volume. This is for darkening and minimal lifts to your hair. There is also one that I'm currently holding, which is a 6% or 20 volume, and this is ideal for standard coverage and up to 1 level of lift. There is also a 9% or 30 volume developer that you can use, and this is for up to 2 levels of lift for your hair. There's also the strongest, which is a 12% or 40 volume, and this is for up to 3 levels of lift or high lift series application, and should be used with care, as should all the other strengths, but especially this one as is the strongest. And we would always recommend speaking with a professional before using any of the developers that we've mentioned. Whilst I'm currently holding a Welloxon Perfect hair developer, I've also got this one here by Mean Beauty, which is also 20 volume. You can use alternative developers such as this one. If you're unsure whether your Welloxon Perfect hair colour will mix with the developer that you choose, please leave us a comment below and we'll do our best to assist you through the process. The creamy consistency of Wella Koleston Perfect ensures even saturation and easy sectioning. Its flexible texture is ideal for bowl and brush applications, as well as bottle applications, depending on your individual technique or your preference when it comes to applying hair colour. The choice is completely yours when it comes to Wella Koleston Perfect. Now let's run through the different colour categories offered across the Wella Koleston Perfect range. The most commonly used category in the range is their Pure Naturals range, as this offers balanced grey coverage. There are also vibrant red colours, which are ideal for intense colour applications. There are also deep brown shades, which are ideal for their richness and strong pigment. There are also special blondes if you're looking for more of a lift for your hair. Whichever colour category you choose from the range, you will be sure to get strong, vibrant results using Wella Koleston Perfect. As we mentioned previously, all shades are intermixable, allowing you complete creative freedom over the desired colour that you're looking for with your hair colour application. Now let's briefly touch on the different reasons why you would choose one hair colour category over another from the Wella Koleston range. If you're looking for 100% grey coverage, then you're going to want to use the natural or rich natural series. This will give you the best results in terms of saturation. Never underdeveloped Wella Koleston Perfect. Give it the full 40 minutes that it requires, and this will give you the best results. If blending or softening grey hair, you can mix reflective tones for a more dimensional result for your hair. We will move on to processing times later in the video, but somewhere between 35 and 40 minutes is the sort of range that you want to be within to get the best results and ensure full saturation of the hair colour application. When working with more than 50% grey, avoid using fashion shades unless working with a natural base as well. Otherwise, they won't deliver the colour clarity that you're looking for. You're going to need some specific tools which will allow you to carry out this successfully, so let's go over those now. Firstly, you're going to need some professional weighing scales. Today we're going to be using the Babyliss Pro as they're very reliable and great for accuracy. You will also need a non-metallic mixing bowl to mix your developer with your hair colour. We always use a non-metallic mixing bowl just to ensure that we don't interfere with the chemistry of our hair colour mixture, which will lead to results that we won't want. You also want a set of protective gloves just in case you get some mixture on your first pair. You might want to keep a second pair handy, but the choice is up to you. You will also need a mixing whisk to allow you to mix your developer with your hair colour to the right consistency that will allow full saturation of your hair when you come to apply, which you'll be doing with a tint brush once your mixture is ready. You will also need a measuring cup so you can measure out the right amount of developer that you will need. Something else that I would recommend is marking out with a Sharpie on the side of your measuring cup the amount of developer that you need to mix with your hair colour before pouring. Whilst we'll be weighing the amount of developer, it's also good just as you're pouring to avoid wastage, just to have the marking there, and it's just a visual guideline to help you get the right amount of developer into your cup. I would also recommend a small piece of tissue just to wipe any spillages that might occur during the process. I would also recommend using the timer app on your phone so that you can accurately track your processing times and ensure the best results. So let's start by placing our protective gloves on. You may want to keep a second pair of protective gloves just in case you get a spillage on the first pair. Okay, great. So let me have those on. So today we're going to be using a 5-3, which is from the Rich Naturals range, which is ideal for grey coverage. It's a 5-3 shade, which is a light brown gold, so it should give a lovely finish. And we know that it's a 57 grams or 2 ounces amount of hair colour. And as Wella Koleston Perfect mixes at a 1:1 ratio, we're also going to need 2 ounces of developer. The developer that we've selected today is a 6% or 20 volume developer. You can also use alternative developers, such as this one by Mean Beauty, which is also a 20 volume, and you can find both of these products at cosmeticworld.ca. So we've already marked on our beaker the point where 2 ounces is, so that as we're pouring, it gives us a guideline of how much we should pour, but we'll still be placing it on top of the scales, so we'll know exactly once we've hit 2 ounces or 57 grams of developer. So let's place our beaker on our scale. So bring that closer as well. Don't want it to create any spillage on anything else. So let's turn that on to 0. And then we can have that in ounces. So we can take our developer. So we've already got our marking, so we know that we're going to need to go at least up to that point before we hit 2. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, perfect. Now we're at 2 ounces. Okay. Okay, great. So now let's open up our hair color. So we can pour our hair color into the bowl. And as the technique that I always like to do is to kind of start from the top and just pinch as much as possible and fold. So if you just pinch and fold, then you can ensure that you're getting every single bit of hair color out of there and that you're getting the full 2 ounces, which will be required to mix with our developer that we've just poured. We mentioned earlier as well, if you're using special blondes, then you want to mix at a more fluid 1:2 ratio. That's for every 1 hair color you want 2 of developer. That's it. So you just keep doing that. And as you do it, you just hover it over the bowl and you can just ensure that you're getting every bit of hair color out, and just sort of push at the end, and that will give you all the last bits of hair color out. You can sort of even take your mixing whisk, just take any excess. You just push one last push and that should get everything out. You know, what you're left with should look something like this, where it's completely collapsed and you've basically taken all of the hair color out. So that's perfect. You put that to one side. So now we can pour in the developer that we've already measured. It's great. We just make sure we're getting every, you don't want to leave anything in there. You want to make sure you've got everything into your mixing bowl. That's great. It's just a little bit more in there that you can get out. That's it. That's perfect. So we can take our bowl. We can just start to, initially you just kind of want to just try and mix the two things together. Not too vigorously. That kind of comes later when we're really trying to create the right consistency. Initially just trying to merge the hair color with the developer, and as time goes on, you're sort of changing direction and really kind of like going through where the lumps are and ensuring that you're collecting all of it together into one. It's sort of merging it and homogenizing it into one lovely creamy mixture. And I think this is quite close now. I don't think it needs too much more, but again, just because the kind of developer and the hair color have a similar sort of hue, it's hard to know which is which. So you've really got to just grab those edges and just make sure that you're grabbing everything together and that it's all being mixed perfectly, just to ensure there's no lumps, no inconsistencies. And I think we're looking great. It should have this sort of slightly shiny but very creamy gel-like paste, and very much a paste-like consistency, but still very much flowing as well. But yeah, I would say that we're pretty much there, and now we're ready for application techniques. If you've mixed your Wella Koleston Perfect hair color system correctly, then it should have a creamy consistency to it. This consistency is ideal for even saturation and easy sectioning, which should make the process of application very quick and straightforward, especially if you're working in a busy salon where time is limited. The consistency of the mixture is ideal for bowl to brush application as well as bottle application. This really depends on your technique and your preference when it comes to applying hair color. Processing times for Wella Koleston Perfect tend to be around 30 to 40 minutes depending on your color application and the intensity of the lift that you're looking for. For grey coverage, always allow 40 minutes of processing time, and this will give you the best color saturation possible for your hair. For the special blonde series, you're going to want to leave the processing time for about 50 to 60 minutes, as this is what is required to get the full color saturation and the results that you're looking for. Using a tint brush, apply in even sections to ensure full saturation from root to tip. Once the processing time is complete, use a post-color treatment on your hair to ensure that you seal the cuticle and lock in as much tonality as possible. When lifting more than 2 levels, pre-lighten with Wella Blondeur for best results. Then tone with Wella Color Touch or Koleston Perfect. For tonal correcting or creative mixing, use special mix shades sparingly. The reason for this is because they're incredibly potent and designed to shift a slight amount of tone with just a small amount. If you're looking for a permanent hair color solution that gives you confidence, clarity, and consistency, then Koleston Perfect is a great choice for this. It's reliable, predictable, and innovative, as well as being PPD and PTD free, making it ideal for people with a more sensitive scalp or porous hair. If you have any questions about today's video, then feel free to leave us a comment below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you're ever in doubt, always consult a professional before using any of these products, just to make sure you're using them safely and accurately. Visit our YouTube page for more tutorials on popular professional hair color lines such as Schwarzkopf Figura Royale and L'Oreal Majorelle. You can shop the entire Wella Koleston Perfect range today at cosmeticworld.ca, as well as other popular professional hair color systems such as the demi-permanent Redken Shades EQ. We also offer international shipping so we can reach you directly to your salon or at your home. In addition to the hair color systems that we offer at Cosmetic World, we also offer a range of professional grade salon quality tools, as well as post-hair color treatments and K-beauty skincare. Please check the links in the description below for direct links to these products on our website. Thanks for watching and best of luck with your hair color application, and we'll see you on the next video.